Alright guys, it's me the Tycoon coming back to you with another review, and this is of Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. It's out on Netflix, so let's get into this guys. This is a CGI miniseries of 6 episodes on Netflix dealing with the Gundam Universe and taking a more modern, up-to-date take on what's happening within Gundam. Now, Gundam itself has been around since 1979. It is a long-standing, and it is dominated much of the media which is out there, whether it's the Mecha Universe, battle suits, or whatever you want to call them. Gundam is the founding sort of franchise for it. You can definitely see a lot of things that have been influenced by Gundam in things like Power Rangers. You know, that kind of stuff. So these mobile mech suits are piloted by by one pilot, and it's battle ready. They respond and shoot and have swords and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So the series is actually quite interesting because the way how it takes place is set more like the modern day kind of thing. So you got 2 factions. You got Earth and its defense forces, as well as the sort of Zyton or Zoltan sort of space-led forces would be the best way of putting it. Who came from Earth, went out, conquered, parts of the galaxy, but were treated really badly by people back home, and made out to be that you're not one of us kind of thing, even though they came from Earth. So of course these guys have come back to Earth to let's say address their grievances by taking over the planet, would be one of the best ways of putting it. And yeah, you see that. You see it take place in the very first episode. They're in Romania, they've taken over, and they are going towards a certain headquarters within Romania. And of course, Earth isn't going to take this line down, so they set up an ambush and attack these guys. And then you see the Gundam, the mobile suits coming in, and they're quite devastating. But it doesn't last for too long. The next subsequent battle, which takes place in the very first episode, sees the Gundam unit from Earth come in and demolish these mech suits. There's like 4 pilots, 2 of them are taken out straight away. It is quick, fast, in a hurry, and devastating. And of course, along the way, the remaining 2 mech suits who are there, they have to do what they can to protect the remaining forces and try and get to safety, rebuild, so on and so forth. Is it woke? I have to ask that question because there's going to be a lot of people out there saying, it's Netflix has gone into the woke world and blah blah blah. Well, the main protagonist is a female. You got a female sidekick as well who's a warrior, but you got the males as well who are not idiots. They're portrayed in really good ways, and that's why it's not what you would class as woke. What it is good character development, because it's quite clear where it is that Japan led it really well. It's done by Bandai Namco, so if you know those 2 names, you know that they don't play that stuff. So they've done it in a really good way, and the characters are well fleshed out, including the captain. I can't remember her name because every time they mention her name, I think it's like Io or something like that. Every time they mention her name, it's so quick, and then it gets into the action that you don't really have time to settle down and memorize the characters' names. What you memorize is what they stand for, and really what it is it delves into some of the other areas like child soldiers being used, being recruited. And here's the thing, Earth is not the bad guy. The take is that these guys have come in to address their grievances, but they're actually the bad guys. They've come to the planet and they've come to attack it. And of course, Earth is defending itself. And they're doing it really well. To the point whereby at the end of the series, after all the silliness that goes on, they have won Earth pushes these forces back, and they push them back so much that they go back out into space again. It's really, it puts and twists a lot of things and a lot of tropes and pushes them onto their head. And yeah, each episode is like 25 minutes long, so you get through in one day. But there was some things that made me laugh in this series. And the thing is, when you get an English dub that's taken place, God, I have to be really careful in how I'm saying this, but the English voice actors are hamming it up. They never can do justice in the same way as when you're watching it with the original Japanese voice actors in there and you're reading the subtitles. You get the actual emotion behind it. You don't get that emotion with the English. The English guys seem to like phone it in to the point whereby when you hear how the black guy is speaking, one of the captains, it's like, oh my God, they don't really speak like that. No one speaks like that. This is like, what the hell are you doing? But again, in the final episode, there's definitely one scene where it left me in stitches, and it wasn't supposed to leave you in stitches. It was actually it was unintentional. It's supposed to be a really deep sorry guys, it's supposed to be a really deep moment where it all comes together. War is wrong. Yeah, you know what? We can all get along. I will work to stop them. Then from behind, die! It just reminded me of something out of The Naked Gun. That's how bad it was. Trust me, if you want, this is the reason why you should watch the whole series just for that scene. But yeah. Just definitely, the series was pretty good. It's not brilliant, but they do a lot of action. It's fast flowing. It's quite fluid. There are things that will be making you scratch your head and saying, "What the hell is the matter with you? You had them on the run. Why are you stopping them?" That kind of stuff. But go out there. You watch this in one day. It's fun time if you've got nothing else to do with your day, so just enjoy it. So that's Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, season 1. Probably not going to be a season 2, knowing how Netflix works, and I'm not going to give anything else away from it. I want you guys to watch this. So guys, whatever platform you're watching this on, give me a like, give me a follow, hit that notification bell, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing, but leave your thoughts in the comments as well. And more importantly, if you guys don't know how to do that, then you all need to go back to school. So says the TYCOON.